Thanks, Sudhi, for a lovely presentation and whetting our appetite. We look forward to sampling the V Crispers. Let me invite on the stage is Tayyaba Farooque, the Assistant Vice President, Research and Development Quality Assurance, Food Service India. And she's going to quickly showcase how research and innovation-oriented solutions have helped the QSR and the Internet kitchens. Can we have you on stage? There you go. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Yeah, so we started with food. That means we started with the excitement for the day and the evening to come. Of course, we all know that the food is an integral part of not only us, but everyone in the world. That makes me more confident about presenting food and food service in India. Basically, Food Service India, as the name suggests, is a company which deals with the food service industry. We are pioneer in many of the things which you will be seeing, and we are the people who innovate for a lot of people around here. A lot of people who are here and outside are the people who have grown up having food produced by Food Service India or its parent company, VKL Spices. And that's how we have the confidence of bringing to you. From V Crispers to anything in the world, we can bring more taste to things, and you'll see that following. How do I move the slides, please? This is next. Right, so there's a change of color in these slides. Everything is red here, but you can see blue. So I don't know why people want to see a cool color here, but I came with a lot of heat around, and that's why red was a part of the strategy and the Food Service India logo. No problem, you can consider all blue to be red, and we just go ahead. So ultimately, innovation and research, while world was stuck in lockdown and people had a lot of issues to do and combat with life, we at food industry considered ourselves to be lucky enough to see that how we change consumer habits and start adapting to the changing habits of consumer. It gave us good time to look back on what was working for the world and good time to adopt on what would be working for the world. We of course saw 2 panel discussions which talked about innovations in technology, which was part of adoption which we all actually considered in last 5 years of our life. I am here to talk about the research and innovation which we at Food Service India thought would be helpful for the industry which is fast food. So ultimately, the name of convention itself talks about we moving fast, and that's how I bring to you a lot of speed to things. What we have seen as trends in QSR industry right in India and global trends are that we have moved from indulgence which was slow, from a slow motion to a fast food in last decade. And the opportunity came to us where things became more fast and the demands were to deliver home in the same time length what was to deliver on table when you did the dine-in. So there was a lot of pressure on all of us in industry that we had to deliver home and in the same timeline. That made us start thinking faster from slow-mo to the fast food, and we started innovating in those lines. What we saw is that industry is, especially the QSR and cloud kitchens and the most eaten food of the world. I'm sure all of us know the statistics. I'll come to that later. But we saw the global QSRs adopting to Indian cuisine very quickly because Indians who sat home and who visited less dine-in pre-pandemic also wanted to have indulgence, and which was associated to their daily lifestyle. And that brought in a lot of things like pizza without tomato or less tomato, burgers with different kind of Indianized taste to it. We got fried chicken but in an Indian style. Of course, we are a tandoori country, but we got fried chicken adapting to the tandoori norms, and that was a great marriage in the fusion of the food. So we did a lot of flavor innovations for us to work upon. These are the greatest of all trends which we at Food Service India have mapped and have seen that they're working for a lot of customers for us and consumers by and large. The trends talk about the glocal pizzas. I'm sure the word glocal is being discussed and talked by most of us, but pizzas always had a untouched thought of not without tomatoes last decades. Everybody knew that they need a perfect California tomato to make a pizza, and it had to have different kind of texture, and it had to have a spreadability. But we as Indians, and Indians being diverse country, we got in a pizza which was a non-tomato pizza, and it was very welcome by the customers and consumers for our country and the zones we operate in. We also had a lot of burgers coming in, and we've got solutions for burgers which are not only the patty, the bun, and the toppings, but we have a complete burger solution for us. There is a stall out, and you can refer to that. We do know that this is a country of fried chicken, and especially the South India is a concentrated zone for the fried chicken. So we've got a lot of offerings for the people who are frying their chicken and serving to the consumers in minutes. We also see that the branded biryani concept came in. As a child, I grew up, my mom preparing for biryani 3 days earlier than the guests came in. There was a lot of inventory which was to be built. There was some marination to be done overnight and a lot of slow cooking. And I always heard them say that it has to be perfectly marinated and perfectly subtle in its flavors. That's the time I took challenge on creating biryani in minutes. And here we see that a lot of people in India now, to talk to you about statistics, and I'm sure most of us know, from last 5 years, biryani is the most ordered food. From 2019, it was two plates ordered per second to its 5.3 plates ordered per second in 2022. That's the growth statistics of biryani. It's number one ordered food, and the part which I'm talking is not only biryani, but it's a fast food biryani which can come to you in minute. It just needs to be assembled. We are here to do rest of the difficult stuff for us. Then we talk about beverages with a twist. We always know beverage industry was concentrated to only 2 or 3 channels in the lifestyles of people. It was more associated with bars or then fruits. But we took the challenge of bringing in the non-fruit beverages, picked up the trends from the globe and Indianized them beyond only the fruit, and got a lot of the flavors which you will be seeing in the brochures, which you can see in the stall. Then we know indulgence is a slow process. That's what generally people thought. But today the indulgence has to be quick and indulgence. It's on the go indulgence. It is with no time but still indulge. So all these conflicting priorities of all of us have made us to think and innovate on things which are quick indulgence. You'll see a couple of those solutions coming to you. Pizzas, yes. So for the pizzas, what I just spoke, there were people reaching to us about giving solutions for pizzas. But we just took that as a problem statement and delivered pizzas which were Indianized pizzas. We went to the top brands of pizza and we saw that how do we make it more exciting for Indian palate. And these are the solutions. I'm not sure if you can see all of it there, but these are the solutions we created for pizza dough, for the pizza sauce, for the dips or drizzles around. And you can make pizza as Indianized and as masaledar as it can be. It's a real marriage from Italy to India. Both are eyes, by the way. The burgers and fries, if we talk, the burgers and fries, as I and all of us sitting here grew in college, we always knew burger was something to flaunt about when we were in college. We thought it's a meal where we can have on the go, take a quick thing and then, yes, flaunt it around. But now, as the last decade has seen, burger has grown to a thing which even the concept of vada pav and burger are being talked about as a matching. I'm sure people from burger industry may or may not like, but I'm talking about consumer trends. The kind of handy snack burger is, we can bring in all the tasteful, exciting options for you for the burger, of course, and you can see it in the form of gravies, drizzles, sauces, and the dips at the sides. We can also pick up those the V crispies, and we can get them off with our dips and sauces and make them more exciting. The fried goodie, I just talked about the fried chicken. Yes, fried chicken is a stand-alone, one consumer trend which every one of us enjoy, from bucket to thali to plate to the trays, and lot of packaging innovations came in, but fried chicken stayed where it was. That is the favorite of lot of peoples around. What we saw is lot of feedbacks were coming about how to make it more gooey, more saucy, how to have the dryness reduced, and we created solutions for all those things where we could take care of balancing the diet for the consumers. Yes, I was talking to you about biryani. I already have spoken a bit about it, but just to talk to you on more statistics, it's just been the last decades when we took the courage, I should say biryani did not take the courage, we took the courage of disrupting the biryani market from an elaborate dish to make it assemble. So we at Food Service India have got solutions to make your biryani in 3 minutes. We've got rice ready for you, we've got marinade ready for you. You just have to get the chicken, get that sauteed, and make your biryani in 3 minutes. The challenge which I took as a child of Maggi in 2 minutes, I wanted to make things in 2 or 1 in 3 minutes, and here we see things coming up to all of us. In the beverage trend, we always know that there is a difference in format, but there's always a nostalgia in all of us. That nostalgia connects to our childhood, and we picked up from those trends and got to do things which are fusion experience, which are revenge indulgence, which just happened last year. Yeah, I hope we don't take any more revenge, we're just indulging, which are nostalgic. So we got bubblegum syrup for us to slurp in the bubble gum. If you're not allowed to eat bubble gum at some of the social gatherings, you can slurp in and still have those memories coming to you. Some classics, we do not want to touch the classics by and large. We just want to add a twist to classic by bringing a lot of other flavors to the classic cafes. So you can have those solutions at our place. Frappe used to be a difficult one because it was made using ice cream scoop, and it needed a frozen supply chain. It needed things to be handy and a different temperature zone in the restaurants. We created a innovation wherein we got frappe in a powder format. You just have to mix the milk and your frappe is ready. Milk, ice, and our premix mix gives you a great frappe. To add to this, our frappe premixes are few, but we have a range of 84 SKUs in Marimbila, which is our brand, wherein you can do your own innovation in frappe. That was maximum glimpse of what we saw as the trend, and I'm sure you all enjoyed. The rest of the day is open for the food service stall to come over, visit, and ask us more questions. Thank you.